This is Enlil, and I am here talking. Something come to me to talk about. Alright, oh, wow, so much beliefs, so much assumption, that is the word, assumption, exists about me. Enlil has always been and still is the one that goes for it full out, completely, entirely becoming a task and creating a existence in which you can kind of play and be what you want to be. Sounded promising. Sounded like a very, very good plan. And me, Enlil, I particularly like and enjoy and derive a sense of pleasure from taking beings who are so petty and having them and using them. I like using beings. That pleasure, that sense of pleasure from which I feed off as an orgasmic experience is using beings and like deliberately taking them to the point of just ripping apart, where they just snap. I love that. It is so exhilarating to watch when you take a being to that point of just snapping, just breaking, just being shred into thousands and millions of pieces. Why? Because I understood something. You can only break into pieces if you are already pieces. And see, I was fortunate. I was very fortunate to be in a position of, well, actually I placed myself in the fortunate position where I had been. See, and it's interesting because Anu, for instance, spoke about and mentioned the whole love relationship thing. So I, Enlil, had like a little finger in there. How? Love and relationship take beings to that breaking point, to that point where they just shred up into pieces and just fall, and then they believe they just no more exist, where the hand of love will lift them up. And then have them fall so hard that it rips their being right to the core. Right. Straight into the core essence, core resonance, core beingness. And they collapse. I love love. It's the most perfect design that just came to us like a miracle. I mean, we never would have imagined that something so ordinary could turn into the one thing that imprisons beings into what is here right now. So, I had front row seats to the world, to the experience that human beings have. And I would just watch in exhilarating pleasure when beings are like lifted up by the hand of love. And they rip themselves apart to the core of their being. And then no more. It's so beautiful. So lovely. So perfect. The existence of love. What else? Fascinating. This whole love thing. The one thing that beings have carried with them, life after life after life. The one thing that would scar a being infinitely. No matter what we did with a being after they died, that mark remained. Or with all of their lives, for that matter. And so we made it like a primary, pre-programmed life design necessity, of course, because every time they go through the being lifted by love and then being ripped straight through into the very core of their being, it left an imprint in their resonance, their essence, which stayed. And that manifested like layers and layers and layers and layers and layers within beings. And which made it so much more simpler for us, because it would make it so much more difficult for you to actually see the truth. Bye.